Oh man. Hey guys, we are back for day 27 of how to gain self-confidence in 30 days. And just a little cover like we always do at the beginning of each video. We have covered so far the 4 foundations of self-confidence, which is to learn yourself. Once you get done learning yourself, you move on to getting to know yourself and really getting a full understanding of who you are, all those great things. And then you can finally get to the point of loving yourself in true form, loving your thoughts, your ideas, your goods, your bads, your ins, your outs, all those great things. And then you get to trusting yourself. And that goes deeper into trusting your intuition, trusting your choices, your ideas, your thoughts, and understanding that you are in control of all of that, right? So today, day 27, we are talking about mastering yourself. So in mastering yourself, it kind of all goes back to taking it day by day. Okay, understanding, using the tools and techniques that I have said previously in the previous videos: meditation, visualizing, internalizing, putting in the work, exercising. That takes mastering yourself. You have to master yourself in executing each point, because sometimes we can get lazy or just content in where we are. And so it's important that we take the time to really master ourselves, master our ins and out, master our own thought processes, our feelings, all those things. It's important for you to master yourself so that you may be in control of yourself. And being in control of yourself, you're able to really allow your self-confidence to flourish a lot faster and more on a grounding level, to where it's not just building and building and building, but it's solid building. Okay. So in mastering yourself, you're going to take the time to reevaluate yourself, to go over your goals, to go over your mission statement if you have one. You're going to take the time to work out, eat healthy. You're going to take the time to really analyze yourself, get an understanding of who you are, and stuff that hasn't really been cleared for you. You're going to take the time to really find out ways to clear yourself up and clear things up for yourself so that you may be able to really get that self-confidence that you want. Everything didn't take when I started getting self-confidence, it didn't come right away. It wasn't a quick thing. It took, pardon me, it took a little being patient with myself. It took a little understanding. It took more work than anything. And I say it took more work than anything because in mastering yourself, you learn about your weaknesses. You learn about your strengths also. But your weaknesses, if you don't properly be truthful with where they are, you can find yourself not really on the track that you want to be on. And at times I didn't really give my weaknesses the credit, right, that they had. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this, but that's not really a problem. But, down the line, as each step keeps going and going, it becomes a problem. So in mastering yourself, you want to make sure to get a full understanding of who you are, where you're going, and how to execute things properly so that you may in turn receive all the results that you're trying to receive. So at one, I had a point of being really, really lazy or passive and not really pushing things through. And so, of course, you get the result of that. You don't get where you want to be. Stuff moves a little bit slower. You're not really making the progress that you would want to make. And so in that, I had to understand that it requires work every day. It's an everyday process, and it requires work. And it may some days be, a little bit of work. It may some days be a moderate amount of work, right? So as long as you're making progress every day, really putting in true effort every day to master yourself, it should never be an overload amount of work. It should just be either moderate or low. And so in mastering yourself, you want to take the time to be by yourself, take the time to date yourself like we talked about before, and just really getting a full understanding, really getting in tune with yourself, so that you can check yourself when you're not in the right place, and where you can feel like when I'm to the point now, I can all right, I'm going into this mood, I'm having these feelings or whatever, and I'm able to control it. It's times in my past I haven't been able to do that. I get hit by the emotion right away. And that was because I wasn't in tune with myself. I wasn't mastering myself. And that's all mastering is, in this sense, is being in tune with yourself and taking the proper steps and making the proper adjustments so that you can gain self-confidence. You have to be in tune with yourself. You have to be in tune with yourself, and you have to understand your weaknesses and your strengths. If you have really great strengths, and you have to be honest, because everybody has weaknesses and everybody has strengths. So you can't say, oh, I just got all these strengths and no weaknesses. It's debatable. So, you want to really take the time to master not just your strengths, but your weaknesses, and master not just, pardon me, got a little air, and not master just your weaknesses, but also your strengths. You can't do one without the other. So above, so below, right? So you can't do one without the other. You have to master both sides, because truthfully, your weaknesses tells your brain, okay, we need to work more on this. We need to stretch this hand more, this skill more. Okay, so that's really all your weaknesses are telling you. It is just something that you have not taken the time to exercise, to really push more learning and understanding into. And once you do that, it's like a whole new world begins to open up, and you're able to really take what you may have thought was keeping you from something and use it to help push you along, right? So you want to just take that time to do that, push it all together, and master it. Don't try to, when you're going through it, you can separate the two, but eventually figure out how do they work together. How do your weaknesses work with your strengths, and vice versa? How do your strengths work with your weaknesses? And if you just see a weakness cannot be adjusted to make things better for you, then it may be something that just needs to be knocked off all the way. Some things just need to be adjusted, and kind of just tuned. You still learning, so some things just need to be adjusted and tuned, and some things just doesn't suit you no good, so you just drop it off, right? And same thing with strengths. Some things we may consider being a strength may not necessarily be a strength if it's affecting your relationships. If it's affecting your inner being, then it's not a strength, right? So take the time to master yourself, get an understanding of who you are, and take the time to really just kind of be alone. Let your mind clear out. Let the clutter clear from the mind, right? And really take in self, because from self is where all things blossom. Really, for each individual person, you can't really blossom outside of anywhere else if you haven't blossomed inside of self. And so that comes with mastering. So that's it. It was simple, easy. Well, that's it. So day 27 is complete of how to gain self-confidence in 30 days. It's literally that simple. Put the steps into motion. Mastering yourself is a journey. So you're going to keep going and going and going to mastering yourself. And after mastering yourself, you're going to master yourself again, because things change and you have to learn to adjust and constantly move and fluctuate and create as things do that throughout your life. So yeah, completely lost train of thought for a second, but now I'm back. So I will be back tomorrow for day 28. So tomorrow, after tomorrow, we got 2 more days. So yeah, day 28 of how to gain self-confidence in 30 days will be coming tomorrow. And go back and watch the other videos if you have not. Great information in those videos. I look forward to talking with you once again tomorrow, day 28. Peace and blessings and prosperity to you and yours, and be blessed all day long. All right. See you tomorrow.